In today's video, I went and completed the hardest side Easter egg in all of Call of Duty Zombies. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, I'm referring to the golden spork knife in Blood of the Dead. Now before the video starts, I want to give a big shout out to Chrrism. He completed this side Easter egg a couple years ago and I saw the video and I wanted to give it a try myself. So I'm going to be leaving a link to the original video down in the description below so you guys can go check it out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Alright, we are in Blood of the Dead. This is considered to be the hardest map in all of Call of Duty Zombies. However, to me, I think it's one of the best maps out there. I honestly really like this map. It's one of my favorite main quests to complete. And it can be a little bit annoying, but once you guys take the time to learn the map, it becomes really fun to play. And so far, I've completed the main quest for this map about 10 times, and that is this month alone. I recently returned to it, and I've been having a lot of fun playing this map. I've been playing it so much, I've been wanting to do a challenge to try and speedrun this map. I know like the world record for this map is like 42 minutes, 39 minutes, somewhere around there. So it'll be pretty cool seeing how fast I can complete the hardest map in all the zombies. But for those that don't know what we're doing today, we're gonna go ahead and get the golden spork knife, which is one of the hardest, well, I wouldn't say hardest, I would say one of the longest side Easter eggs to complete. Black Ops 4 is known for having really complicated side Easter eggs, so that's why I brought the overpowered elixirs, because it's going to make our life a little bit easier, especially on the last tip. You guys will see what I'm talking about. But for those that may not know what I'm talking about, Blood of the Dead has multiple melee weapons you can acquire by completing side quests on the map. So for the main quest, we are going to need the spoon or the spork, whatever you guys want to call it. And then after that, we can go ahead and get the golden spork, which is honestly super simple. It's really easy. It's not as complicating as getting the spork knife. And then after getting the golden spork, we can go ahead and upgrade that to the spork knife, a regular spork knife. And then after completing that side Easter egg, we'll go ahead and do the final portion. All right, so we got one dog down. Let's go ahead and go to the prison. We'll go ahead and complete the second dog, or at least try to in round 2. I'm trying to do this side Easter egg as fast as I possibly can because we are going to have to get a lot of kills with traps. All right, so we have the warden coming in. This is good. That means we can get our shield part early. Let's go ahead and check for this shield part down here. And we do have it. Now we are going to head down to power. That way we can go ahead and grab the final shield part. That way we can fill it up with souls. I mean, for this side Easter egg, we're only going to need 2 charges. Now this side Easter egg doesn't sound very hard to do. But once you guys actually give it a try, you guys will see that it can be a little tedious doing it. And is the reward worth it? Honestly, for how long it takes to complete? Not really. Okay, now that we can craft our shield, we can go ahead and go back up and then have the Hell's Retriever ready to go, hopefully by round 4. I am working on a video doing all the main quests and all the BO4 maps, but that's going to be coming out way later because I do have midterms at the time of recording this and I need to study. So unfortunately, I do not have a lot of time to play or edit. This is just a short, fun little video I thought about. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I did get the idea from Chrrism because he did this challenge about 3 years ago and I did watch this video, so I'm gonna give him credit. Give credit to the original creator. I love this stripe so much. This little pistol is so good. All right, so we're gonna have a dog run coming up. Let's go ahead and heal up our shield as much as we can, or we can go check see if any of these boxes have the little electrical charge. I also want to upgrade the shield just for the increased durability because it's gonna come in so handy having something protecting our backs at all time. Let's go ahead and go grab our code 958. Let me go ahead and type that into the chat. We're also gonna be building the Mech. It's gonna be our panic weapon, and the only reason why I'm building it is because what we're about to do, there's a lot of risks of getting stuck in a corner and I don't want to have to restart this whole game. All right, so we're in the final dog and I accidentally killed a group of zombies with the PhD, so hopefully we'll have enough. And honestly, after doing this Easter egg so many times, it became so easy to do. I actually really enjoy doing the main quest for this map. It's so much fun. I know the step that throws a lot of people off is the bird step. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it does throw me off a little bit sometimes because I can't find a bird. One time it took me about an hour to find a bird and it wasn't even the final location, it was the second location. And let me tell you, after that game, I decided to go ahead and just restart. I restarted the whole match. And funnily enough, after restarting, it took me about 5 minutes to complete the bird step, not counting the rounds in between, but like 5 minutes of just looking around the map for the bird. All right, so now that we have the Hell's Retriever ready to go, let's just go ahead and go grab it, and then we can actually start this Easter egg. All right, so now that we have the Hell's Retriever, let's go ahead and grab the golden spork because we are going to need it before we can start anything. And I do want to stay on the lowest round possible because it's going to help us out. So now all we got to do is come down here, use our spectral shield. All right, so after inputting the code over there on the numpad, let's go ahead and come down here. I hope we have enough points to open this. Okay, we don't. That's fine. We can just go ahead and farm some points real quick. All right, now that we have points, let's go ahead and come over here. We'll go ahead and shock this right here. And then let's collect our skull. Okay, I missed. Sorry, we can pop our refreshment. And now we have our regular spoon. But now that we have the Hell's Retriever, we can go ahead and go down to the recreation yard. And we got to get kills with the Retriever. We got to get about 30 kills, I want to say. 30 kills, and then we gotta wait for the next dog round, and then we have to go find a spectral dog, which he can also be anywhere in the map. I have no idea what's with Treyarch's obsession with putting stuff all over this giant map. So normally what I like to do is I like to come over here and just train the zombies around this area right here, and then just take them down all the way over here. But we'll just walk this train right here, and then I like to kill them over here by that barrel, and then now we just charge your Hell's Retriever. And don't worry, you can still use your regular weapon, it won't count against you. All right, we have a warning coming in. I have no idea why he's here. Let me get rid of these zombies real quick. I'm not sure if time slip refreshes your equipment faster, that's why I put it in a modifier. Not only that, but we are gonna need time slip in a modifier for the last steps of the side quest. Oh my god, we got the Blundergat. Nice. We got enough kills. We heard the wolf howl. Now we gotta find this wolf. It's gonna be somewhere around the map, and it doesn't have that many locations. It's kind of easy to see. I mean, it's a giant painting of a wolf. Now we just gotta find it. Unfortunately, there are multiple spawn locations for it, and they're all kind of far from each other. That's a bad thing. So we'll check down here first. Normally you can spawn over here on this wall or on the wall over here, and if it's not there, we gotta go to the warden's house, outside the warden's house actually. Now we can either spawn right here on the wall or right here next to that pipe. All right, now that we threw it inside the wolf, you're gonna lose the Retriever, so now we gotta wait for the next dog round. Go ahead and try and get some charges on the shield. I should have done that last round actually. So that spot right there, the one I got, it could be a little tricky to get it inside the wolf's mount, but just keep trying, you'll eventually get it. Normally the couple times I've done this Easter egg before, I've seen the dog spawn mainly in the warden's office or the dogs. But another tip I can give you guys is that you will see like little dog prints. That's how you know the dog is nearby. There we go. We see the dog prints. That means he's nearby. There he is. All right, now we can go ahead and go collect the Hell's Redeemer. So let's go ahead and open up pack so we can start working on the Magmagat upgrade because we are going to need it for the next step. I like how the creators of the Mob of the Dead remaster on Black Ops 3 added a similar Easter egg to this one. You can get the Magmagat. So if you guys watch my beating 4 my favorite Easter eggs of all time video, I talked about that apple monster that I tried a couple months ago that I thought it was only available in Europe. Well, they actually brought it to America. It was a horrible mistake because I've been trying to quit drinking energy drinks like that. However, drinking this apple monster, oh my god, dude, is so good. It became my favorite monster. I used to drink the mango monster a lot and I used to be in love with it. But I drank too much of it and now it just tastes syrupy and gross. I've had 4 in the past 2 days and I need to slow down because I'm gonna get tired of the flavor. Alright, now that we have the Magmagat, we can start the golden spork upgrade. And this process is not too bad. It's actually pretty simple. So to start the golden spork upgrade, you just go ahead and come in here next to the infirmary, deposit your silver spoon right there. And now you gotta come up to the roof and make sure you have the Magmagat or the acid gat. And then now we gotta get kills with it. The one thing that does piss me off about Blood of the Dead is the pack-a-punch. Like, it's fine that it moves, it's just not having indicators to see where the pack is at like they do in Voyage of Despair is really irritating. So normally I like to hang out up here for like around 2 rounds. It could be a little less, but just to be safe. Another video I'm working on this. I'm working on a Black Ops 3 video. I want to do an Easter egg run on all the maps in that game. I want to do the main maps first and then do the Zombies Chronicles later. It's been a while since I played Black Ops 3. I know we played it like 2 videos ago, but I made that video almost a month ago and I've been wanting to get back into Black Ops 3. And I'm also thinking of doing a round 100 run on all the Black Ops 4 maps. And recently I did Ancient Evil. I got to round 100 in that map and it was so much fun. Definitely became my favorite map to high round in next to Dead of the Night, but Dead of the Night can get a little boring. All right, now that we have enough kills, we can go ahead and drain the blood. We can go ahead and go to the recreation yard and then we just got to shoot some parts off the water tower. So you shoot that little yellow spot over there and then you shoot this one right here. I'm gonna freeze the zombie and shoot this one right here. And now for the last one can be a little tricky to shoot. So what I like to do, I like myself up right here, and then you shoot kind of like this area right here. There we go. So after shooting those little parts off the water tower, you're just gonna come back over here, and then you can throw your Hell's Retriever at that tree branch right there. And now we have the golden spork. And before we continue, we're actually going to finish the upgrade for the shield now. And then you guys will see the next step. The next step is going to be one of the most annoying steps you have to do. Actually, this whole side Easter egg is pretty annoying to do. It takes a long time. Like, God, the box stuff we're getting right now is crazy. Okay, now that we have the upgraded shield, now we got to move on to the second most annoying step of this side Easter egg. Now we got to get 100 kills with the golden spork next to this tub right here. Now, I've heard rumors that you don't have to get kills in this area. I've heard that you can get kills anywhere around the map. As long as you have the golden spork in your hand, you'll be good to go. However, the one time I did it, I tried doing it in other areas of the map and it didn't work. So we're just going to go ahead and do it next to the tub. And getting 100 melee kills in Black Ops 4 is really annoying because the zombies are way more aggressive in this game and they gang up on you, and you can have like 3 zombies hit you at the same time and then you go down immediately. Now, if anyone can confirm the rumor of being able to get kills anywhere around the map, please let me know in the comments, because I do like to come back to this map and do this Easter egg whenever I go for high rounds. Alright, now that we got our 100 kills, this little skeleton hand's gonna take the golden spork, and now all we gotta do is go collect some stones around the map. Just gonna come over here, and you see that little stone right there? Just throw your retriever at it. So that's gonna be our green stone. The red stone is gonna be right next to the warden's house. Pretty simple to get. Just throw it up there next to the gutter. Alright, so now after shocking the little shock box right here, let's go ahead and throw your retriever at it, at the net, and you'll collect the stone. Now we can go ahead and get started on this step, which can get a little tedious, but you can knock it out pretty quick. Not only that, but with time slip, it will make it so much faster to knock this out. After collecting the 3 stones, you're going to go ahead and come back to the traps. I'll show you guys the other 2 traps that we got to go ahead and do, but this is going to be the first one. This is how I like to do it. I normally start with the fan trap because doing this one last or second can get a little annoying. So just place your stone right here. And then now we got to get kills with the trap. And with time slip and the modifier, it's going to allow us to use the traps way faster because our recharge timer goes down by a lot. So normally for this step, I like to train outside the warden's house. You do want to be extremely careful with training in this area because you did lose your sport. So you can one-shot melee the zombies. So you just got to be careful and try not to get stuck. If you do get stuck, just pull out your specialist weapon and you guys will be able to get the zombies out of your way. But normally I just train around here. I like to train around here, just gather as many zombies as you possibly can and then take them to the fan trap. So now we got to get 100 kills with each trap. So now after you get 100 kills with the trap, just go ahead and go pick up the stone. You'll hear like a little shine after you've got enough kills, but normally you'll be able to see the stone will get turned to a little gemstone, but sometimes the zombie bodies will pile up in the trap and you won't be able to see it. But now we got to do the acid trap, and the acid trap is honestly the easiest trap to do. And now we got to get 100 kills with the acid trap. Alright, now we got our little gemstone ready. We can go ahead and pick it up and then we'll move on to the final trap. This one's super easy. Just train around this area. It's actually a really good training area. I know a lot of players use this spot to get to high rounds on this map. Alright, so now that we have the redstone, just take the fast travel and throw your Hell's Retriever at the little golden nugget right here. Pick it up. And then you're going to come over here and just put the stones in, let the ghosts do their thing, and we'll be able to pick up the golden spork knife now. But we're not done. We still got one more step to do, so we can go ahead and pick it up. Here we go. Just give it to the skeleton again. And then now we got to go get a warden to spawn into the map. And we are on the final step. This one's going to be a little annoying. It could get a little tedious, but honestly, it's really easy. So now that we kill the warden next to this phone number right here, it'll give us a prisoner number. That's why I brought Sword Flick, because it'll make our life so much easier. Now all we gotta do, come back to the tub, we give it to him, and he'll give us a final upgrade for the melee weapon. And this thing is a one shot to the warden on every single round. Now is this side Easter egg worth it? Absolutely not, honestly. It takes way too long to complete, and the steps are pretty tedious. Just you have a one-shot melee weapon that can take you all the way to round 100 plus. But anyway, this was the most annoying side Easter egg in all of Call of Duty Zombies. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.